Do you know what? In the last few weeks of this crisis, it suddenly dawned on me what is actually going on around us with regarding media, our government, and information, and even the internet, social media. Because if you look back to the climate change crisis, or you look back to Brexit, there's so many similarities happening now that at the time we didn't think of, but now that we look back, they're identical to what was happening during the climate change debates and crisis and during the Brexit crisis. So, for instance, whenever there's a major instance or a major talking point or a major political shift like Brexit or a major crisis, anybody who doesn't follow the official narratives spouted out there by governments and by the mainstream media is being shut down at an alarming rate. And in all these instances, the media and the governments are offering forward these experts, these political experts, these financial experts, these biological experts, these scientific, these climate change experts, and basically indoctrinating the population into believing, because these are the only experts that matter, then what they're saying must be true. But if you go on the internet, you find a whole different bunch of experts who have a completely different view than the view of the experts who are spouting their stuff on mainstream media. So which experts do we believe? Well, let me just give you one example. In the last few weeks, we've heard nothing but expert scientists and expert virologists and biologists saying this: you got to stand 2 meters apart, you've got to lock down. If you don't lock down, you're going to be responsible for the deaths of 100 people, etc., etc. All in the mainstream media, 24/7. Go on the internet, as I did recently, and I've listened at length to a scientist, but not just a run-of-the-mill scientist, a Nobel Prize-winning scientist from 2013, from 7 years ago. And his opinion about the lockdown is that it's nonsense, in that the lockdown will do more harm than good in the long run. He disputes the fact that standing 2 meters away from each other makes any difference whatsoever. He disputes the fact that still keeping children out of school is doing any good whatsoever. Basically, he claims the lockdown isn't saving anywhere near as many lives as the mainstream media and government would have you believe. But by the same token, in the long run, people being locked down now for 3, 4, 5 months is going to cause a lot more deaths in the next few years. So it begs the question, why isn't this Nobel Prize winning scientist on mainstream media being asked for his views? The answer is simple: because his views don't match the ones they want forcing into your head. Just like during Brexit, the bias towards the Remain side in the media and in the experts, the political experts and the financial experts who told us we were going to go to ruins if we left the EU, the bias leaned so heavily towards them. We had to go on the internet to find experts who would tell us, the British people, that actually no, Brexit would be a good thing. We'd be financially, morally and nationally better off. But the sheep will follow and the wolves will continue to bark from the woods. Till next time, guys, feel free to like, share and subscribe.